Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Klaus. This is my house, and today we're doing some more Fallout 4 building at the Abernathy farm. Now, normally what I would do after the walls is go straight into the defenses, but the problem is these defenses are going to be up high along those walls, and we don't really have a great way to get up there right now. So I was thinking what we do is kind of double this as maybe like a farming slash killing slash living zone, if that makes sense to you. Basically, what I'm thinking is that we put some houses kind of along this wall here and build it up so we have about 3 stories of building on both sides, and that way we have it to the point where people can actually get up to the top there, and we can do all of our power and whatnot and stuff when we get up there. And then also I want to do it on the inside over there. I think we're going to get rid of a little bit of farming area here and there, but this is such a large plot, I don't think it's really going to matter. So let's start out. We'll just kind of pop down some floors. And now I'm really hoping that we're gonna, yeah, it doesn't look like we're gonna have too much of an issue. I'm thinking, oh, whew, the shadow scared me for a second. I'm thinking this many will probably be okay. It's just gonna be a matter of how much of this I want to do. Let's not do that. Let's store it. And let's go get one of these. Here we go. So that way, at least, it's looking like these are going to be... You're really in here, you radstag? It's going to be more or less supported. Because it looks good when things don't look like they're floating. Just general... Oh, come on, I had you. I had you. Oh, okay. What are you doing? Quit making those noises at me. There we go. Yeah, don't, you get out of here. Go. 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 Get. Go on and get. There you go. I showed that thing. Alright, so we're gonna go from here, and we'll go directly over. We'll try and keep it as symmetrical as possible. Whoops, that's the wrong way. Oh, come on. They're gonna do this, aren't they? They're gonna make me do that. There we go, and we'll just pull that one. This is directly across, right? Yep. Alrighty. Good stuff. And again, we'll just have the 3. And then what, I brought that one out. Should we go out 2 or should we go out 3? I'm thinking 2 is probably fine. Let's store that. Let's go in here. And yeah, let's place that one up like that. And then I'm thinking we have another one on this side like that. You know what? In that case, it actually might be best to have 3. So that way you have some sort of center corridor where you can walk along. Now, I'm sure you're going to be able to do it just fine with this setup, right? I guess you could come up here, walk onto that floor, and... Yeah. You know what? I would imagine that's probably okay. Now that I'm looking at it. So you'd walk up here, and then you would go here, and there might be some beds or something. Do I like that? I'm not sure how much I like that. I might, in the end. Come on, snap for me. Snap for me. There we go. Whoops. We came here. Which ways do I have the bed now? Do I wall this off? You know what? I think, yeah. I don't know. That's so much more material than I really want to waste right now. Let's just keep going with that. We'll not worry about it too much. Other than just knowing which way we want to have our general setup. All right, we'll store that for later. Let's get our some of the prefabs. Let's get ourselves some more stairs. Some more stairs. Which way is that one going? It's going towards the back. So this one shall go towards the back. And then we'll have it like that. Alright. I'm down with that plan, Stan. Oh. a second. Why is that not? Ah, that's interesting. I suppose it is kind of like a double. More or less. It almost looks like there is a missing floor there. Am I right? Yeah. Whatever, I suppose. It looks even from this side, and you're not going to notice it. You're not going to notice it at all. All right, let's get ourselves some more stairs. Let's see, we came up this way, so really what I would like is something like that. No, we want it this way. There we go. Whoop. All right, let's get these double floors again. Everybody's favorites. Nope, we need it. We need that right here, man. There we go. Should I build one all the way? No, okay, good. All right. Whoop. And then do we do a roof? Or just a regular floor? I think we're gonna do just a regular old floor. There we go. I suppose we could try a roof on this other side. Not that I think it really matters too much. Only if it didn't stick up like that. That's what I would really be on board with. If it didn't stick up, I'd be very pleased. I mean, where was it? There's this one, but yeah, if you put it like this, then it kind of would make you think if it rained, it would drain back on you. No one wants that. I like these floors better, so that's just how we're gonna do it. All right, so this is the general idea here. I'm thinking this is gonna be okay. We can put a decent amount of beds here, but it's not really necessary to make everything, you know, packed full of beds and this and that. We'll do our thing and see how it comes out. Hopefully it comes out looking pretty swell. All right, let's give that a... Should always give them some doors and stuff like that. Do I have doors in here? No, I don't. Where would the doors be? Doors. The doors would be in the doors section of things. Let's do that. Oh, no. I don't like that. I want my doors without gaps in them. Thank you. Whoop. Whoop. There we go. All right. Gotta always have a little door here and there. You don't want to just leave everything all out in the open. All right, we'll go back to our walls. We'll try and make some pretty ones. Now, I know people have been mixing and matching them and trying to make all of their stuff just look absolutely phenomenal. And I commend that if you're really going for a realistic look, but that's not what we're doing here. We're going for perfection. I mean, we have these giant concrete slab walls. We're done with realism. Realism doesn't even know what's going on anymore. All right. Looks pretty damn good to... Oops, I hit caps lock again. I always tend to do that. Ah, that's right. We're going to need a little bit of a stair. Should be in wood stairs. And we need the little ones. There we go. Forgot about that. There we go. So now everyone's going to be able to get into our buildings just fine. All right. I am liking this. It's even possible that we don't put walls on this upper one. I mean, we put walls, but we put like the balcony type ones. What do we have in prefabs? Prefabs probably wouldn't have been a bad idea to have even just looked in. Some of these are pretty nice looking. All right, let's see what I want to do. I go into the walls. Thinking these ones are best. There we go. And we're going to need a corner. I don't want it to be an open corner. Does this have... No. Not open. Is there one that's just like half? A half wall on it? No. Well, these people are just being fuddy-duddies now. It just seems like a really, really bad piece of siding. I feel like I've been let down by these things. Do I just put this little shack-looking walls there? No. No, you know what? I will not lower my building's integrity. There we go. This one will be good enough for sure. There we go. Come on. Alrighty. Not bad. I wish we could remove these little guys right there. But all in all, this is going to be good, because we'll still, if we're in here, if anyone is in here that's trying to defend, they'll still be able to see people coming and going, and all of that good stuff. Probably even put some extra little stuff up here. But all in all, I think that's pretty good. Does it look stupid from the outside? That's the question. Oh, what's this? I don't know, but we're going to store it. I'll take that little bump in space. All right. It looks okay. It looks acceptable. That's the word. It looked really bad. I might think about redoing it, but I kind of like it. It adds like a tower type feel to the whole thing. Alrighty. Pretty good. Pretty good. I like that. I do like that. Yeah, alrighty. Well, time to start on the next one. Let's just select it and then let go of it. Whoops. Oh, whew. Almost messed up the wall there. Alright, so we gotta go up one more here as well. Let's go back to the floors. We'll get our stairwells. Stairs. Come on. There we go. And then the double floors. There we go. Really? I know you'll go. There we go. All right. And then once more into the breach. There we go. And we are done. All right. So same thing as last time. Let us pop over to the walls. Might as well do these first, right? It just seems like that would make more sense. This thing's not fast enough to keep up with me. I'm trying to put the walls down. Too quick. Too quick, it says. Alright. It would also be cool if there was like a walkway that we could do from base to base. Now there are like these little miscellaneous guys here that I think we can somehow like oddly attach, and they'll float for the most part off of something. But they're underwhelming in the long run. They look kind of wonky. And I had this problem back at Starlight Drive-In, where the NPCs wouldn't walk on them. So it was really weird. I had to just make floor tiles, and then they were all about walking all over them. It was very odd. But, wow. It's the NPC's prerogative, I suppose. Alright, let's get back in there on that. Okay, where is our siding? There it is. Nope, that's not it. Next one. Whoop. There we go. And there we go. Not too bad at all. I kind of like that. And then we still have this wide open area. I'm thinking that maybe what we can do is we can put some people, possibly, put like a person right here and on the other side there, and they can just keep an eye out for what's going on. And then back here is like, you guys made it in. Good luck trying to get through the next gate. And I don't know, we put like 50 missile turrets just right there in the center. That's what I'm thinking. I think this could be really cool. The other thing too is I can place some turrets on the inside here, and the nice part about that is they'll still have a good sight down into this general area. So there's a lot of good stuff we can do, but I'm definitely thinking that we put some defenses on those two corners there. Now we're gonna have to put some on the back as well, but this is where I think it's gonna start to get a little bit more difficult, just in terms of logistics. I was thinking about having something here, but there's not really enough space on this side. On the other side there is, and we are going to go about doing that. I'm thinking what we do for here is we put something on this side, like maybe right here. Does that seem about right? Maybe not. Maybe it might be. This might be a little too much for that side. Let's just kind of pose to ourselves some general inklings. We could do something like that, I suppose. What about here? Is that yeah, it just looks like they're floating at that point. I don't enjoy that. Yeah, it just looks bad. And you would think that they would make them the same size, but they don't. Whatever. The question really though is, do we need 3 of those? The answer, I believe, is no. How about we do something like this? Where we have our nice supported floors. There we go. Oh, why didn't it place them down there? Come on. All right. So I'm thinking what we do is we have it so that we can enter this way, and then go up these stairs up here, and then walk over. That is, I think, just an absolutely brilliant plan. And then back here, I don't know, we can have maybe like a couple more beds or something like that. Let's see if we can't get a doorway, because that would be something that I would really like to have right here. There we go. Boom. Works. You can walk right in. The other option would be to put it here, and then you would go in here, walk around this way, and then up. But I feel like it would be good to have this dead space for some beds, where you could easily walk in here, go up here, and you wouldn't be obstructed by anything on the ground. A little bit more of like an open concept, you know, base. All the rooms are open, all the private spaces open. Ooh, it could be an interesting concept. If maybe I had these open and you could like walk out on them, kind of the balcony type thing from before. How would that look? You know what? No, I don't like it, just from the idea that we would you would have to put that stuff, well, maybe in here. Yeah, why not get a little bit of regular? If I can just find one that's, yeah, closed in like that. Make it more of like a little extra area, maybe. I think I can deal with that. Doesn't look too bad. Right, guys? Right? Let's put this one here. There we go. Alrighty. And we'll put that wall there. Not too bad. Not too shabby. Nice part about that is we'll be able to, I don't know, maybe put like a bed there, there, and there, or put 2 beds. Or do I take that wall out and then extend this to there? I think that could be pretty cool. I just need this guy. Thank you. Alright, let's just take a look at it. We might as well, right? This is all about experimenting, finding interesting, fun ways to solve these issues. I think that's... It's not bad. I will say with the second one there, I like it less. What would the point of that really be? And NPCs probably wouldn't be smart enough to like use a bed there. Maybe what we do is we put some stuff there. We could pull this one out. I don't know. I liked it kind of irregular like that though. And now it almost looks like they're floating again, and I can say I'm not a fan of that. At least it looking like this. I think we have 2 options, and that's one to pull this one out, or to leave the wall like that all the way through. And I think I'm just gonna be boring, semi-boring at least, and play by the same rule book that we've been playing by. The winning thing to me is that we would just have some weird little hallway down that side, and I don't know, that doesn't really sit well with me. I think all in all this is going to be pretty good. We can maybe post another person back on these 4 sides here, or we can just do turrets from the side, which I'm honestly thinking that we'll probably just end up doing some turrets. It seems like the best thing. And then I want to go to this side as well, do something very, very similar, but we're going to do it here. Now, the one thing is we are taking these like little rows, I don't know what they're called necessarily on an actual farm, but we will be building over those for better or for worse. That's to be seen, but whatever. Let's go put our supported foundations. Alright. Thinking at least that. Maybe even, we could probably even go 3 across, right? Yeah. Well, then we run into this issue, which arguably is not an issue, but then it's kind of like, this is stupid. And then they wouldn't be able to like walk through. Well, can't really get through here anyway, right? So I mean, what's the point of any of it? Yeah, she doesn't like that. Sorry, Connie. Didn't mean to screw up your flow like that. Let's, we'll take that one out. We'll do the same old stair floor that we've been doing. And I'm just going to have this one go straight up to here. Now, this is going to give us 2 opportunities on each side to get to there. Now, obviously, somewhere in the middle is going to be the hardest part to get to there. Somewhere over here is probably going to be the hardest part to get to there. If we're talking about how fast can one get to that area. Like I'm saying, I think we only really have maybe 2 defenders up on top on these walls, max 4. I think everybody else we can probably put onto a farm plot, give them some sort of crap to try and make or whatever. Farm, harvest, words. But yeah, kind of is what it is, you know what I'm saying? What way do we get in on this side? We pull them in from here? I was thinking that we just come in here. I don't know if that would be too obstructive for the general people, the general population. I don't think it would be. See if we can get like these cool looking stairs. We're gonna float off the ground a little bit. These ones are probably better. It will still give people the opportunity to walk over this way, around it, but then they could also walk right in, go right up to the wall if they would need to. It also gives me room to put 2 beds on each side there. Maybe even 3. I could probably squeeze 1 right up against there, 1 in the middle, and then 1 right up against the stairs. And that would probably end up doing the best for us. Now, the question becomes, what exactly do we do on the outside? Now, I guess since we already have this, what we could do is we could build out with those little balcony structures, which we haven't done a whole lot, so I'm kind of apt to do it. It's probably gonna look a little floaty, a little bit floaty, but that's okay. I want to put those there. Whoops, should probably get that back up because I want to have it on the other side in the same spot. So that's going to give them a way to look out, and then otherwise we're going to have a nice closed off one just for their general safety and comfort in the nighttime. Come on, go with me. There we go. Alrighty, I like it. Now we're gonna probably just keep the closed ones for this side, because there's no real reason to have them open. In all honesty, there's really not. You know, what are you gonna look at? The side of the other building? I guess some people might like that, but not my settlers. My settlers are different. There we go. There we go. And we just gotta find these little half walls. Is that not gonna... Yeah, you don't want to do that because you're there, don't you? There we go. There we go. Alright, you, sir, need to come back. Is it you now? This is just messed up. There we go. Perfect. Ah, yes. The finickiness never ceases to amaze me. Perfect. And we kind of keep this little walkway for people to get to. Obviously, we can get some people in here. I'm actually thinking the 3 beds thing is probably more of a thing than not at this point. We're doing a pretty good job of giving enough space for, I don't know, maybe like 8 beds total just along that wall there. There might be something else that I want to shove in. I'm not quite sure. What we could do is a bed here, a bed there, a bed there, a bed there, and then put like crafting stations up against that wall. I'm not really 100% sure what we're going to go and do there, but I think that's pretty much going to do it for us, guys. I hope you enjoyed this episode of the structure of building. If there is anything else that you would like to see, please don't hesitate to let me know. We can always try and incorporate it in this settlement or in the next one. And yeah, guys, if you like this video, let me know down below in the comments. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day, great night, whatever it is to you, and I will see you back here next time for some more Fallout 4 building.